Avoid these 7 high-calorie foods to improve digestion. Hello, my dear friends. This is Dr. Elizabeth speaking. I am truly glad that you are with me today, and I sincerely thank you for taking the time to turn on this video. If you are watching it right now, it means you care about yourself, about your health, and about your future. And that is already a very important step. Many people reach a certain age believing that discomfort, heaviness, bloating, or fatigue are simply part of growing older. But in my many years of medical practice, I have seen again and again that this is not the truth. Very often, these sensations are signals from the digestive system asking for a little more care and understanding. Today, we will talk about digestion, about the body system that quietly supports your energy, your immunity, your sleep, and even your mood. It is a system that many people notice only when it starts to malfunction. Heaviness in the stomach, bloating, heartburn, constipation, or a feeling of exhaustion after meals are often accepted as normal, but they are not a natural consequence of age. They are messages, gentle at first, but persistent, sent by your body to tell you that something needs to change. As we age, the digestive system becomes more sensitive and less forgiving. The stomach produces fewer digestive enzymes, the intestines move more slowly, and the balance of beneficial bacteria in the gut gradually shifts. Foods that you tolerated easily at 40 or 50 years of age may begin to interfere with your comfort and well-being later in life, even if your portions have not increased. That is why today I want to speak with you calmly and honestly about 7 high-calorie foods that most often and most quietly worsen digestion in mature and older adults. This conversation is not about strict rules, punishment, or fear. I am not a supporter of harsh diets or rigid restrictions, especially at an older age. My goal is understanding. When you understand how certain foods affect your body, you can make gentle adjustments that bring real relief. I want you to know why these foods create extra strain and what happens inside your body when they appear on your plate too often. So please, make yourself comfortable. Sit back, relax your shoulders, and if possible, take a small sip of water. Let us begin this conversation together, slowly and thoughtfully. The first product I want to talk about is white bread and baked goods made from refined flour. Many of my patients are surprised when I begin with bread. Bread is familiar. Bread is tradition. Bread often carries warm memories of childhood and family meals. For many people, it feels comforting and harmless. Yet it is precisely white bread and fresh pastries made from refined flour that very often become the source of heaviness, bloating, and sluggish digestion. With age, the intestines find it more difficult to process fast carbohydrates. Refined white flour contains almost no fiber, which means it does not help move food smoothly through the digestive tract. Instead, it quickly turns into sugar, causing sharp rises in blood glucose and slowing intestinal activity. Food remains longer in the stomach and intestines, fermentation begins, gases form, and discomfort gradually builds. After such meals, many people feel sleepy, heavy, and strangely drained of energy rather than nourished. These effects are especially noticeable in the evening. White bread and pastries eaten later in the day often lead to a heavy stomach at bedtime, restless sleep, and waking up without a feeling of true rest. I am not telling you that bread must disappear from your life completely, but if digestion is important to you, reducing white bread and choosing whole grain or lightly toasted options in modest amounts can make a remarkable difference. The second product is fatty sausages and processed meats. Sausages, hot dogs, smoked meats, and similar products contain several digestive challenges at once. They are high in calories, rich in hidden fats, and low in natural living nutrients. With age, bile production slows, and bile is essential for digesting fats. When an older person eats fatty processed meat, the digestive organs must work much harder than they should. The stomach and pancreas become overloaded, and the result may appear as heartburn, bitterness in the mouth, nausea, or heaviness under the ribs. Very often, these symptoms are blamed on age, stress, or blood pressure, while the true cause sits quietly on the plate. Choosing simpler, more natural protein sources such as boiled chicken, turkey, or fish allows digestion to proceed more smoothly and leaves the body feeling lighter and calmer after meals. The third product is fried food. Fried potatoes, cutlets, or eggs cooked in large amounts of oil may feel satisfying and familiar, especially if they have been part of your routine for many years. But for an aging digestive system, fried foods are among the heaviest burdens. During frying, substances are formed that irritate the stomach lining and slow down the natural emptying of the stomach. Food seems to linger inside, creating a sensation of pressure or even a stone-like heaviness in the stomach. Fried foods are also almost always higher in calories than baked or stewed alternatives. This adds strain not only to digestion, but also to the heart, blood vessels, and joints. Very often, chronic constipation in older adults is closely connected to frequent consumption of fried foods. The intestines become sluggish and their natural rhythm weakens. Baking, stewing, or steaming foods can feel like a small change, but the relief it brings is often surprisingly large. The fourth product is sweets and sugar-based desserts. Sugar is not just a source of calories, it has a powerful effect on the balance of bacteria in the gut. As we age, the number of beneficial bacteria naturally decreases. Sugar feeds harmful microorganisms, allowing them to multiply and dominate. This imbalance leads to bloating, rumbling, irregular bowel movements, increased cravings for sweets, and a constant sense of fatigue. Many older people tell me, at my age, I should be allowed to enjoy everything. I understand this feeling deeply. Pleasure is important, but it is also important to remember that sugary desserts rarely give true energy. More often, they take it away. Gentle alternatives such as fruit, baked apples, a small amount of honey, or modest portions of dried fruit satisfy the desire for sweetness while being kinder to digestion. The fifth product is high-fat cheese. Cheese can be nutritious, but only when it matches your digestive capacity. Fatty cheeses are very high in calories and require strong enzyme activity. With age, the enzyme lactase becomes less active, which makes dairy products harder to digest. This can lead to bloating, heaviness, and even low-grade inflammation in the intestines. Because cheese is often eaten in small portions, many people do not immediately connect their discomfort to it. Yet even a small amount of fatty cheese eaten daily can quietly overload digestion. If you enjoy cheese, lighter varieties consumed earlier in the day are usually much easier for the body to handle. The sixth product is butter consumed in excess. Butter is concentrated fat. In small amounts, it can be nourishing, but when it becomes excessive, digestion slows down noticeably. The stomach empties more slowly, heaviness appears, and drowsiness follows. This effect is especially strong in the morning when the digestive system is just waking up. Many older adults feel an urge to lie down again after breakfast, and often the cause is simply too much fat at the start of the day. Reducing butter slightly and observing how your body responds can be very revealing. In many cases, people notice lighter digestion and better morning energy within a few days. The seventh product is sugary drinks and store-bought juices. Even those who avoid soda often believe packaged juices are harmless. In reality, they are liquid sugar with high calorie content. They bypass digestion, rapidly raise blood sugar, and disrupt intestinal balance. They promote fermentation and may lead to bloating or diarrhea. Clean water, warm herbal teas, or unsweetened homemade compotes support digestion far more gently and effectively. As we come to the conclusion, I want you to remember one essential truth. Digestion is the foundation of your well-being, your strength, and your emotional balance. When digestion improves, energy returns, sleep deepens, and the body feels more cooperative rather than burdensome. You do not need strict diets or painful sacrifices. Sometimes simply reducing foods that quietly overload your system is enough to restore comfort and vitality. Listen to your body. It speaks to you every day through sensations, through appetite, through comfort or discomfort. When you learn to listen, it becomes a wise and trustworthy guide. If this video was helpful to you, please support the channel and share it with those who may benefit. Take care of yourselves, be gentle with your bodies, and remember that it is never too late to feel better. This was Dr. Elizabeth. Thank you for spending this time with me today.